Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm super excited because we are going to be talking about everything I'm going to be making for my crochet markets this year in 2026. And I'm first going to go over everything I made in the past and what I'm going to continue making. But then I'm going to also move into the new things that I plan on making, and a lot of it I already have started making. That is the plan. And if you're new here, I have been doing crochet markets for 10 years with my sister Fiona. It's almost 10 years. That's crazy. I started when I was a little kid, and now I am an adult and I'm still doing it. So I do have a lot of experience. So I've learned a lot through the years, but obviously I can always learn more, and I'm always trying out new things as well. I'm also hoping to do more markets this year. For the past couple years, I've only done 1 or 2 markets in like the summertime, and that's because I'm a full-time student and I've been doing school terms every single term since like 2023. So that is why I have been doing it like kind of more on the side. But this year I am still doing a full term in the summer, but then in the fall I'm taking a part-time term, and then I'm done my degree. Yay. So hopefully I'll be doing a lot more markets this year and in the future. So I'm really excited, and I'm already prepping, even though it's currently March 1st, but I've been prepping all of February as well. So I'm very excited, and we're just going to chat all about it. I'm going to give you lots of information about what I like to make and bring to markets and what I'm going to be trying this year. So I will also link all the patterns and tutorials for everything down below, either in the description box or on a document. And I also have a Pinterest board, just like my personal Pinterest board of ideas. So I'll include that as well. So I'm going to start with the things that I already have / have already made in the past. And a lot of this is going to be from my past inventory, although I've made a few things already that I've made previously. A lot of it's plushies, but there's a few things that are not plushies, and I'm going to talk about all of them just in case you're interested. So the first one on here is dishcloth packs. I sell dishcloth packs in a pack of 2 for $8. And I have 1 dishcloth pack still in my inventory that has yet to sell, and my sister Fiona also has 1. So we will be bringing those. And yeah, we bring all of our past inventory, and when we used to focus less on plushies and more on like other things, we still bring it all and we set it out. We don't raise the prices on those things just because we kind of want to get them out of our inventory if possible, but we still have 2 dishcloth packs. I still have 1, and my sister has 1. So that's the first thing, and I will be bringing it, but I won't be making any more. I'm gonna move over just in case I want to put images of any of these things. But the next thing is strass balls, and I actually still have 15 strass balls in my inventory from last market season. So I might prep 1 or 2 just in my new yarn colors I've gotten, but I'm not gonna prep very many of these. They do sell really well, but I just don't feel the need to make any more, and I'd like to prioritize other things. So I'm hoping that like 15, 16, 17 will be good enough for at least getting me through my first market, and if they sell really good, I'll just make more. And we did used to have a tutorial for strass balls here on our channel, but we did take it down after Fiona left, so I'm hoping to be able to come up with my version of that coming up very soon. I'm also going to be announcing something at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. The next thing is going to be mini octos, which is a similar story. We used to have a tutorial, we don't need more, but I'm working on it. And they also sold very well last year. I only have 8 of them, so I'm definitely gonna be making more. And when I looked at my inventory when I was at home for reading week, I noticed that I had a lot of like greens, blues, and yellows. So I'm going to be making a lot more pinks and purples. So I just like to have a good variety of those, and I'll probably be making quite a few of those, but probably no more than like 15. Strass balls and mini octos are a great small item you can bring to market, so I highly recommend. It's unfortunate I can't share a tutorial with you guys right now for these, but stay tuned. Next up is face scrubbies. I still have 9 face scrubbies in my inventory. It's similar to dishcloths, and we put them in the same display. I sell them for $4, have not raised the prices, and I won't be making any more of them, but occasionally they do sell, so I'm going to be bringing them. Next up is scrunchies. I have a scrunchie tutorial here on the channel, and I'm also going to be coming out with an updated one very soon. They do sell really well. They typically sell in packs of 3. We sell them for $4 each or 3 for $10. I really like to make them, and we have a cute display for them. I will be making a few more of them to restock my inventory of them. I have 10. I don't know if I already said that, but I have a fairly big display for them, so I like to make sure it looks full, not super sparse. So I will be making more of those, and I'll also be making more for my update tutorial. Next up is freezy holders. I also have a tutorial here on the channel for these. They have in the past been a really big bestseller, especially in terms of non-plushy items. and they also sell 3 for $10 or $4 each. I've not raised the prices on anything that's not a plushie, just so you guys know. So some of them may be kind of low, but again, we're kind of trying to focus more on plushies, but also offer affordable like other things. So that is freezy holders. I likely won't make any more because I have 10 and that nicely fills up the display that I have. So that is that one. Next up, I have one whale. And this is actually also my pattern. It is a no-sew mini / medium size whale. It's not like a big whale, but it's not like a tiny mini whale. I saw this for $14. I have not raised the price on it. I've had it in my inventory probably for like 2 years now. Like I didn't sell last year and I made it the year before. So I'm not going to be making any more of these, and I'm hoping that it sells this year. Although that pattern is really, really cute. I think just whales used to kind of be a bigger thing than they are now. I think when I brought whales to markets in like 2021, 2, and 3, they sold very quickly and very well, and I've noticed that as the years have passed, they've sold less well, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that one because I absolutely love that pattern and I would love to make more of them. Next up, we have small bees. I currently have one small bee in my inventory, and it is a velvet purple and white bee. I actually sold a lot of bees last year though, and so I will be making more of these. I'm going to be making them, hi Jude. I'm going to be making them with Bernat blanket yarn instead of velvet, and I'm also going to be coming out with a tutorial for these. They are super quick and small, and I'm super excited to be making those for the tutorial. So I'm going to be making one before the tutorial just to make sure my pattern is all good, even though I made a million of them. I haven't made them in a while. My cat is like staring at me from up on her tree. And then I'll be making one in the tutorial, so I'll have 2 for my inventory. I'll probably be doing both yellow. I think I'm going to do one bright yellow and then one pale yellow or light yellow. I've sold them in the past for $12, but I'm raising the price to $14. I had them at $12 last year because they didn't sell the year before, but then they like all sold at $12, so I'm going to be raising the price to $14. Next up, we have mushroom pops. They're the little pop-it mushrooms. I started making those last year and I made a whole bunch of them, and I did sell a couple of them. I think they were both green, the ones that I sold, but I still have 6 in my inventory, and I did lower the price to $5 for these. They used to be $8, but I decided to do $5 just because my other fidgets are also $5 and it's convenient to have them all in the same bin. So I'm not going to be making any more of these, but they did sell last year, so I'm hoping that they sell this year as well. Next up, we have large bees. I do have one large bee in my inventory. I likely won't make any more, although I do have a lot of yellow yarn, so I might make one, especially if it sells at my first market. I might make another one, and I'm selling it for $22. So not making any more, but I am bringing it to my market. I can also make a large bee tutorial if you guys are interested. Next up, we have one of my favorites. This is a bestseller, and it is Triceratops. I still have 4 Triceratops in my inventory from last year, but I have already made one Triceratops that I'm going to be adding to my collection, and Fiona also has a few Triceratops as well. We like to have a lot of them in a lot of different colors, so I'm really glad that we have a whole bunch already. This is the one that I made. It is a purple sparkle one because this is just like the only color of the rainbow that we didn't have. So I made one in this purple and I love it. In the past, we've sold these for $14 and $15. Now we're selling them for $16 and seeing how that goes. Another bestseller is axolotls. I actually only have 2 of these in my inventory right now. I think they're green and like yellow, but I'm not sure. So I'm definitely going to be making hopefully a pink and purple of these because I don't have any. And then also hopefully a blue if I have time. I'm selling these for $18. In the past I sold them for $17, but they sell very well and I highly recommend that pattern as well. Triceratops and axolotls are a great medium-sized plushie to bring, so highly recommend. Next up, we have jellyfish. I have 3 jellyfish in my inventory, and this is my pattern. I've in the past sold them for $14, but we're going to be going up to $15 this year. And I actually will be making one more of these because I'm going to be coming out with a updated tutorial, so I'll be making one in the tutorial. And basically with the updated tutorial, it's just going to be the same pattern but no sew. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys because we love no sew patterns, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we have leggy frogs. I'm definitely going to be bringing these. Me and Fiona both sell these and they sell pretty well, but I still have 7 in my inventory, so I'm not going to be making any more of these. And we also raised the price on these to $10 apparently. I forgot about that from last year, but we did raise the price of them. So hopefully that will work again for us this year. I'm not going to be making any more though because I already have 7. A few other things that I have in my inventory that I'm not going to be making any more of, but I will be bringing to my markets are a small chunky loaf cat. It's orange. It's like a small acrylic loaf cat for $14, and then I have 2 brown bears that I'm going to be selling also for $14. Next up we have possums. I have 1 possum in my inventory that didn't sell last year, but they did sell pretty well for me last year, and I'm hoping to definitely make a few more of those this year. I sold those in the past for $15, but I'm going to be raising the price to $16. Next up is turtles. I am going to be coming out with my turtle pattern very soon, so stay tuned for that. It is a small, not mini, but small turtle pattern, and it is no sew, and you don't have to make any limbs. You just make the head, and then everything else is just crocheted all at once. There's no sewing except for to prop up the head, so I love it. And I currently still have 6 of those in my inventory, and I already made 1 this year to kind of refresh myself and write the pattern down to get ready for the tutorial. So I'm going to be making 1 more of those in the tutorial coming up very soon. And then I also have a shell prepared, so I also will likely finish off that turtle, but I might not do that until my first market is over, just to see if I can get any of them sold first, because I do have a lot of those and they take up quite a lot of space on the table. So I'm going to be selling those for $18, and I haven't changed the price on those. They're just $18, and that works well for me. Turtles are a really good seller though. Fiona also makes some larger turtles and they sell really well, so highly recommend that one as well. Next up I have a few things from past market seasons that have not sold, so I'm not changing the price, but I am bringing them and I'm not making any more of them. So the first one is 3 medium-sized octopi for $10 each. They are velvet octopi. I like them, but they have not sold. And then I have 2 small dinosaurs for $12 each, and I have a medium-sized dinosaur for $14. So that is those. And then next up we have chickens. I have 3 chickens in my inventory. I probably won't make any more unless it's in a different color, especially because Fiona is making some of those this year. But I did raise the price of those to $15 from $14. Chickens also are a great seller. Next up I have another non-plushie item, which is flowers. I sold like all my flower bouquets last year, which was amazing. Not at markets, but just for like orders and stuff. So that was great. But I do still have 9 single flowers, and I also have some flowers made but not glued together with the stems on them yet, so I'm planning on finishing those up. And then I likely will make bouquets out of a few of the flowers and then also have some single flowers. So I sell single flowers for $5, but then bouquets can vary from like $20 to $40. Aside from assembling the rest of my flowers from last year though, I probably won't be making any more this year. Next up we have chicken nuggets. So I have 5 of those in my inventory. I sell them for $8, and honestly I probably should make a few more of those just to fill up the display, but it's not on my priority list right now, so we'll see if I do make any more of those, but they do sell really well as a like smaller, lower priced item. Next up we have my flower claw clips. It says I have 3 of these, but I kind of think I have 2 because I definitely sold a few of them last year. I absolutely love these claw clips, and a lot of people did too. I sell them for $15. I probably won't be making any more of those because I also have flower clips, which are just the single clips, and I have 8 of those, so I feel like that will fill up my display area. Sorry, my cat's playing. I feel like those will fill up my display area for those nicely, so I'm not gonna be making any more, but I'm super glad to bring them to my market. And I sell the individual flower clips for $5. Next up we have keychains. I'm gonna try and say all the keychains, but they're not actually in order on my chart, so forgive me if I miss one. But the first one that I have is clover keychains. I have 4 of them and I sell them for $4, although I'm probably not gonna say prices for the keychains because we're gonna be changing them. I just haven't decided to what yet, but we're likely going to be doing top shelf of keychains one price, bottom shelf a different price, just because it was kind of confusing last year. So I have my clover keychains. That is my tutorial you can follow here on the channel. I have my puff flower keychains, which I have 4 of, which you can also follow the tutorial here on the channel. And then I have sunflower keychains. I have 1, so I'm definitely gonna be making more of those, which is a tutorial here on the channel as well. I have 3 sun keychains. I have not made a tutorial for those yet, although I might. And then I have my watermelon keychains, which is a tutorial here on the channel. And I have 1 Hello Kitty keychain as well. So keychains I'm gonna hopefully be making more of are watermelons and sunflowers, just because those were the best sellers last year and I don't have very many of them. I also might make some strawberries because last year's strawberries sold really well for me. Next up I have 1 plant coaster set. It's like Monstera leaf coasters, in a pot, and I'm selling that for $20. I did sell one set of those last year, but I'm not going to be making any more of them. At least it's not on my priority list. If I have time, I might make more of them just because I like them and I think they're cute, but I probably won't be making any more as of right now. Next up, we have bookmarks. I started selling bookmarks last year. I sold them for $5. I still have 6 of them. I have already made one just because I made a lavender bookmark tutorial for the channel, so if you want to watch that, it's there for you. But I have a total of 7 since I made one recently, so I'm probably not going to be making any more of those until some of them sell, hopefully. Next up, we have some fidgets. So I have 4 twist fidgets, which I'm selling for $5, and then I have marble fidgets, which I'm also selling for $5, and I have 3 of those. I'm not going to be making any more of those just because my display is fairly full of them. So hopefully they will sell this year. Next up, we have cat hats. That's like a wearable item that we have. I do like making hats and I find they sell good at markets, but I think the cat hats are a good summer market hat to bring because a lot of people, if you bring winter hats, they're like, oh, winter hats, I don't want to think about winter. They do sell very well in the winter though, so I'll probably be bringing some of those in the winter months, but cat hats are good for summer, and I also have a lot of pride flag ones because I go to a pride market every year. I have 5 of those and I'm selling them for $16. So since I have so many of them still, and Fiona also has some, I'm not going to be making any more of those. Next up is some like bird type things. So I have 1 chick, which I sell for $16. I probably won't make any more of the chicks, but I also have 2 mallards, and those sold really good for me last year, which I also sell for $16. I'll get more into other birds I'm going to be making in the new section, so stay tuned for that. But I don't think I'm going to be making more of either of those unless I have extra time. Next up, we have loaf cats. I did sell loaf cats last year, but they were a different pattern, so they were much smaller. They did sell really well for me and Fiona. But this year we're trying a new loaf cat pattern that's quite a bit bigger, and I have made 3 of those so far this year. I'm including them in this section because I technically already had them on my inventory. They're just different pattern now. So I'm also selling those for $20, whereas I used to sell them for like $15. Hopefully I will be making like 1 more of those, but I already have 3. And then the rest is new inventory. So that is it for the old inventory. Lydia joined us, but now we're going to be moving on to new things I'm going to be trying this year. The first new thing I have made one of, and it's going to be dragons. One thing I definitely wanted to do this year versus years in the past is bring some bigger, higher priced items, because I do find that the smaller items sell really well for me, but I also can make a lot of sales and not make a huge amount of money, you know? So I want to bring some higher price items and just see how that goes. So dragons is my first one. I have made 1, but I would really like to make 1 more, and I really like this pattern. It's quite time consuming though, but yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be selling these for around $45. Next up, we have tiny turtles, and I've been seeing so many people make tiny turtles. I definitely wanted to try it this year, and I actually wanted to try them last year. I just didn't have time, so I definitely wanted to prioritize them this year. I'm gonna be selling them for around $8, and I currently have 7 of those made already, and Fiona also has a few, and I'm hoping to make a few more as well. So hopefully those ones are a good bestseller for me, but I don't know. I will let you guys know in the market vlogs and breakdowns. Next up, we have something that I just started making randomly because I wanted to make it for myself, but I thought it would be cool to bring some to market, so I'm going to be bringing a few and trying it out, and it is crystal necklaces. These were really fun to make, and they're quick. I have them priced at $6, and I currently have 3 of them, so I probably will make a few more just to make the display look nice and full, but I'm excited to try those out. The next thing that we have on here is elephants. I definitely wanted to make elephants this year, especially because I have good colors for them, and I've never sold them before, but Fiona has, and they sell really well for her. So I have 1 mini elephant made so far, and I'm probably gonna be making 1 or 2 more of those. And then I also really want to make a bigger, like large size elephant. I haven't found a tutorial I really like yet though, so I might make my own, but if I don't, let me know if you guys know a good free elephant pattern, because I am on the hunt for one. Next up, we have cows. So I have made 2 cows. The first one that I made is this one, and it is using that like fluffy yarn. I got this yarn at Giant Tiger, and it's so cute. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna be selling that guy for around $20. And then I also have a larger cow, which is that glittery purple and white, and it's also super cute, and I'm gonna be selling that one for around $25. I might do 22 22 or 23, but somewhere in the low 20s range. And cows do sell really well. I just don't make them every year because they're quite time consuming and a lot of sewing is involved, but I actually haven't minded doing those so far this year. I am hoping to make one more of the fluffy ones, pretty much in the exact same colors, and then I'll probably do one or two more of the larger ones in different colors for those. Next up, one thing I really want to do this year, so hopefully I have time, is ballerina mice. I made some ballerina mice for my cousins for Christmas and they were so cute, so I really want to make some more of those for markets, and I'm hoping to do 2 of the larger size and then maybe 2 of the mini ones as well. So we will see if I get around to making those, but I really want to try them out. And then the next thing that we have on here is rubber ducks. I really want to make rubber ducks this year, and I actually made one yesterday, and I also came up with a pattern for it. So I might be including that in my thing I'm going to be announcing at the end, but if I don't, I'll definitely come up with a tutorial if you guys are interested. But you guys will see me make all the new stuff once again in a market vlog. So I have one of those and I would like to make 1 or 2 more of them. And then I have 2 other things that are on my priorities list, and then I have a little bonus list that I'll rapid fire after that. So the last 2 things are Winnie the Poohs. I really want to make Winnie the Poohs. I think they're so cute and a lot of people would probably really like them, I think. And then I also want to do a crow, and I want to do it in that same pattern that the mallards and chicks are in, because I think having that option would also be really cute. And then the bonus ones I was talking about were mini no-sew cows, snakes, dolphins, frogs in outfits, like those little hanging like frogs in overalls or like the ballerina ones, faux fur cows or any other plushies, those feels like bliss ferrets or just any feels like bliss plushies, granny stitch baskets, and chubby dinos. Those are my bonuses because guys, I already have a lot of different varieties, so I don't know if I really need to do them, but I might. This leads me into my kind of announcement thing. So I am hopefully going to be doing a 10 weeks of market tutorials series here on the channel, and I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite market patterns that I have created and I use at my markets. So I am not going to tell you exactly what patterns I'm going to be doing, 1 because I might end up changing them, and 2 because I would like it to be a surprise, but you guys probably got a lot of hints in what I was talking about earlier about what those videos are going to be, and those will be like the main video of the week. I always put more on my plate when I am in like the busiest school times ever. I did Vlogmas last year and that was the busiest school time ever, and now we're in the busiest school time ever again, which is like November, March, July, you know, exam season and finals. I'm hoping to be able to commit to this for you guys, and I'm really excited to share all the tutorials with you, especially since we did have to take a few of our tutorials down after Fiona left. So I'm hoping to be able to kind of fill those holes and also give you guys a lot of patterns that I've been waiting and like wanting to give you guys for so long. So I'm very excited and I hope you guys are too. I'm really tempted to like just tell you guys everything I'm going to be doing, but I want to keep it a surprise. But yeah, that is everything I plan on bringing to my markets in 2026. I am likely also going to be coming out with a top 10 market bestsellers for 2026 video. I do that video kind of every year or even multiple times per year, but I haven't done one, I don't think, after my last market of 2025. So I take my results from the year before and I make the video. I am hoping to do that as well, but I do have a couple of those videos here on the channel already if you're interested in my market bestsellers throughout the years. But yeah, I'm really excited for this market season and I can't wait to be coming out with market vlogs and more market content for you guys. It's literally my favorite time of the year. I just love it. And I'm currently signed up. I signed up for one market. I don't know if I got into it yet. And I haven't got the application for my other market. So that is where we're at with that. But I'm hoping to get that soon and sign up for more markets because I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys have also tried selling at markets and what your best sellers have been, and let me know if you guys are going to be trying out any of the patterns I mentioned in this video, and stay tuned for lots of tutorials coming very soon on all my favorite market makes. Make sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to see more videos like this one and more market content coming very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!